Welcome to Pad Machine Shed. I'm Kenny and this is my ATV. So it was built in the mid-60s in New Zealand and it's called the Gnat. So I don't know where they got that name from, but here it is. Supposedly the first ATV built. So whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I'll go with it. So today I'm going to do a revival of sorts on it. It's seen better days. The frame's rusted out in places, so quick frame swap, paint some stuff up. Not doing a full restoration, so it's not going to be too pretty, just enough to kind of tidy it up a bit. And as I go, kind of explain, you know, what's special about it, how it all works, and we'll take for a rip. So let's get into it. So I've had this Gnat for quite some time and quite looking forward to getting this frame swapped over and seeing what it's actually capable of. So this engine here is a Villiers 9E. It's about 200cc or just shy of 200cc and maybe 8.5 horsepower. But what's cool with it and quite unique is it doesn't actually have reversing gears in it. It relies on this box up here. So this box controls the points in here. There's two sets there. And then this box, I don't know which one it was, whatever. You turn that key one way, it'll start and forward. Stop it, the engine will stop. Turn the key in the other way. It swaps whatever it is here, runs the other ignition timing, the other set of points. Engine will run in reverse, and then you got like 3 or 4 gears in reverse as well. So that's quite unique for this thing. And I mean, I've always known that two-strokes can run backwards, but you also need that ignition timing as well. All right, get this clutch cable disconnected. So I'll start by getting this engine off, and whatever easy electrical system that's tied to it, because all this is all all screwed together. So it's best if I don't unplug too many things. So what I like about working on old engines is, well, old machinery in general, there's not actually that much to them. You can see everything going on. And if something's broken, you can actually see it to fix it. So I think that is everything. Maybe. All right, it's all electrical system. And these engines are bloody heavy. Come on! Oh. Right. Is that tensioner screwed in? Oh, it is. All right. Let's try that again. Where do I stick it? Down here. This frame swap is going to go pretty quick. It's already looking half empty without the motor there. And this here is pretty cool, eh? So they built it with a jack shaft in the middle, and that's just so they didn't have an axle running between the wheels. Just gives you a lot better ground clearance. The only problem, it puts a lot of strain onto all these components, the chains, and these keyways were known to strip out. I've heard stories of farmers and that used to run these, and yeah, they'd strip keyways or break chains and all that sort of stuff. So I know I would like to run it on the road one day, but they're not really designed for asphalt and stuff, just because that scrub radius on these big tires, it doesn't really like to work too well on paved, hard surfaces and stuff. But yeah, if I was to look at running it on the road someday, probably looking at fitting a diff in there and yeah, somehow making that work. Where is the master link? Well, that's interesting. Can't seem to find a master link on this chain. So these tyres here are very rare. I don't know how long they made them for, but yeah, they're pretty unique. They've Goodyear Terra, what do they call them? Terra tyre. And I'm just lucky enough that I've actually decent set. There's a bit of dry rot on them, but they pretty much hold air. Got some tread on them, and I got a couple of spares, which is quite good. Well, these bearings are a bit noisy, but I think they'll be right to keep on there for a while yet. If I get fucking wheel off. So this brake caliper is pretty cool. It's a floating disc. There's a solid pad on this side with springs for some reason. Oh, that'll be hold the pad in. So one of these is handbrake, and the other one foot brake. It is supposed to have, looking on the other one, it's supposed to have something just to pull these back. Yeah, it had a little thing here. It's supposed to have springs to pull these, hold these levers back, but I'll put it on the new one anyway. That's pretty cool. These pads have seen better days. I do have another set, but they're in my storage container, well, storage shipping container. And I have a feeling they're probably buried down the back. But yeah, I might have a poke around actually. This is, there's a wee bit left on there. I'll get this off, but yeah, getting pretty thin. Actually, it's worn through the screw heads. I'll show you this. Yeah, so these pads are worn out a bit. They've worn right through the screw head down to the threads. So, don't know how much thickness is supposed to be on there, but yeah, there's not much left, eh? And this has spent some time at the beach. You can tell these cotter pins, there's not much left to them. Just a big pile of rust. So I don't know. Yeah, not going to save these, eh? Time for some new ones. Well, new. Just a bit of tyre wire, I think I'll be replacing these. Brakes are overrated anyway. Slide that brake over, if it will. Oh, there's a bit of corrosion there. So that's the trick. Undo your bolts first, and it'll slide easier. Aha! Right. It's actually running pretty straight, that sprocket and the jack shaft and everything. Well, I guess there's not too much force on it, 8.5 horsepower isn't much. And last piece of the rear end is jack shaft. Yeah, so these things tend to smoke. Oh, that's not budging. These things tend to smoke quite a bit because they recommend 20-to-1 oil or something like that. I think it was 16-to-1 for braking and then 20-to-1 the rest of the time. Funny enough, I had a video on TikTok, just a little short of this thing driving. Had it, was it reversing into frame, turning off, starting back and forward and driving off, and it got removed for promoting dangerous activities. I think it had something to do with the amount of smoke that was coming off it. I can't imagine, I don't know what else it would have been. Doesn't really make sense. I wasn't promoting any dangerous activities, apart from of the two-stroke variety, the vintage two-stroke variety. Ah, come on. Maybe I'll use some proper angle. Oh, yeah, it's one thing. Rusty old bolts. Yeah. Oh, I think I'll break the head off that one. That'd be all right. There you go, done. Break the head off it, she'll be right. That's a cool tank, eh? Good little tank. Yeah, this thing definitely needs a more comfortable backrest. I was riding it before and your back's right on that bar, so it's not that comfortable. Uh-oh. Maybe some foam padding too might help. Don't want it too soft though, it'd be a bit wimpy, eh? Alright, so that's that whole backing done. Just keep moving forward, I guess, and get to the front wheel eventually. Now I'll cover all the controls and stuff when I put it back together and all that sort of thing. So I'll just whip through, pull all this off, and then we'll get it swapped over. It's a bit wobbly, probably do with a washer on that, I think. Let's see if I can get this off too. Try me going that way. Yeah, don't like my chances of that. Not much left of this, is it? It's pretty rounded off. So we'll go for a new one there. And that's got a big hole in it too. Alright, it can be replaced. So last up is the steering, and yeah, it's pretty wobbly. So hopefully it's just loose in these bushes here, not the pin itself, because this one looks to be pretty decent. So hopefully that's all it is, just, yeah, loose, worn out bushes. So pull that apart and we'll see what we've got to work with. So if I pull this pin, I think the whole lot will fall apart. So I think I'll go with that, eh? If I can get this, put this other spacer on. All right, here goes nothing. Okay. Oh no. Get this pin out. Alright, why is it so tight all of a sudden? Oh, here we go. So that's not the original wheel that came on it, it's a solid rubber one, and it's quite rough on this, well, lack of suspension in it. So I've got this original one, it's a bit dry rotted. I've got another tyre over there to throw on it. But you can run real low pressure in them, and hopefully they'll give a better grip for the steering than what this one had. That didn't really steer too well. Yeah, it took quite a bit of manipulating to remove those rusted bolts to get that plywood base off. And you can see, yeah, there's a wee bit of rust. Main structural areas there, and they've also put some body filler in here for some reason. But yeah, that was all rusted out, body filler in here, so it was even worse than what you could see for a start. But yeah, so looking forward to getting this this new one all assembled. Well, it's a new day, and I've got the new chassis on the table. New, the 60-year-old new chassis. This one has like surface pitting and stuff, but there's no holes in it. This is where the mud guards will sit, so it would pack dirt and stuff in there and rust out. But apart from that, it's pretty solid. I gave it a rust converter and then painted it. I didn't want it too shiny and slick and smooth, so you can see in spots like you've still got the black underneath from the rust converter stuff. But anyway, that's what I'm going for. It's not going to be perfect. I just want to kind of tidy it up, brighten it up. So the assembly process is just the reverse of the dismantling. We're not going to sit through that in any detail. I'll put this on fast forward, get it assembled, and then we can take it for a drive and see what it's capable of. All right, let's see if I can do this one-handed here, and then that. Get the steering on. Well, the handle, is it a handlebar or a steering wheel? It's handlebar, isn't it? But I think, yeah, she's pretty loose. So I'll have to do something about that. Maybe not right now. Still gonna hold tight. But yeah, have a look at this tyre I got on here. Brand new, you can still see the ridges in it from the manufacturing, all the little dimples. So having that extra grip should help it steer. All Alright, we'll might work from the back forwards now. Get the wheels on. So that's the whole front end assembled now, and it's looking good now. I've tightened all these up. All the bolts were loose anyway before, so that's good. Pedals, good enough. All right, the seat back's got to go on first because all the electrical box and fuel tank and stuff attached to this. So I'll get that in there, something like that. Ah, this is still freaking heavy. It goes there somewhere. Still grubby, but we'll leave it grubby. It's going to get grubby anyway. Well, I'm out here at my favourite off-road testing location, and it may look familiar. This is where Maria did his testing of the monster pigeon. So today I'm going to take this for a run and see how it goes, find some obstacles for it, and have some fun. So to get this thing started, we've got the on switch. That actually kills positive and negative. Probably could replace that with a relay, so it's just controlled with the key up here. Well, key. It's a screwdriver. And this here, we've got the forward is there, and then backwards is that direction. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. Imagine running the farm with this thing. Oh, oh, butter. That's pretty cool. Oh, jumped out of gear. Too bad for comfort. It's a little bit bumpy, but steering is not the best. This hole's getting a bit deep. See about going down this steep with this bit here. This is where Maria had some trouble with this big drop off. Yeah, alright, let's go. Like a champ. Hey, let's have a look at this. Look at that! So much ground clearance. This thing's a beast. God, this is fun. It seems to be going pretty well. No problems. I'm just going to take it slow through here. These old tyres are not going to like these rocks too much. Assuming there's still air in the tyres. This is good fun. Oh, so awesome. Alright, I'll see you up over here and I'll do a bit of driving through that river there. Be good if I had the big tripod so I can get a bit higher up, but this will have to do, somewhere down on this rock. You stay right there. You wash your net off. Oh, this is where it gets tricky, going back through this bit. I think I'm just going to aim for the middle. Not bad, eh? Just took that one slow. She's still running a wee bit rough. That's what you get for an old 60-year-old engine. But yeah. Oh, I reckon this thing will go through anything, eh? Given enough time. Alright, see if I can find something to climb. And once again, I've opted for the right turn, which is a doesn't work right turn. Come on, come on. Oh, I guess that works, doesn't it? You reckon I can climb that hill? Oh, I suppose I could try, couldn't I? Hang on, I'm going to get out, we'll have a look at it. Yeah, so from looking from here, maybe not quite 45, not far off though. First gear, forward. Got to burn off all that fuel that run into the carburetor. It's got a bit of the fuel float bowl is leaking a bit, so I just lost traction. Alright, try a bit more speed. Oh, lost traction. Alright, try over a bit more. Oh, nope. Alright, second gear maybe? Oh no! Oh shit! Alright, more speed! Oh, alright, the brakes don't really work. Right. This way. Oh. Alright. Oh, my back. Alright, we'll give up on that one. Well, I'd say that was a complete success. Never once had any trouble with it. I mean, surely I thought I was going to, but tyres didn't deflate. Those are 60-something-year-old tyres, maybe, something like that. And motor went, the timing's still off, so the reverse isn't quite working properly, so I've got to get in and adjust the timing for it. But apart from that, I'm happy about that. So yeah, I'd trust this to go anywhere. Maybe bring a spare engine with me just in case.